Come on, set. 60 outlaw.
Watch the out.
Ready.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Derrick Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
You got there. You got time right there. Check. Hey, C6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Pushing through the contact. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
Step 180. Black 15. Left. Right, 89.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Rivers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All right. Hey, Brown 80. Q. Hey, Delta.
55.
Smith.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Begin.
154.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Rivers on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
12.
55, Mike 50.
Load it.
Alert 3. Shoot.
Wait.
Whip.
Alpha.
He's checking.
Play action now. Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. 20. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Quick throw here to Hilton. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Tennessee.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Shoot.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. First down.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't get nervous. Get it.
This is Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down and 4. Rivers. That's into the hands of Pascal. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
6 guys. 0.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Ready? Load it. Load it. Behind.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check 3, check 3.
Left, right.
They'll throw again. Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Keep it skinny.
Again, it's Rivers. This is caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Go. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Right there. 54, right there. Ready. Ready.
All day, baby, all day.
Get it roll. West.
Check 13. Check 13.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Right. Check right 54. Right 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Watch twist.
No. Off. Wheel. Wide. Get wide. Check.
Jackson's going to try the sneak. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Switch.
Check 26.
Kill.
Jackson will keep it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Check 25.
Sponge. No. Back. Alert flare.
Under 10. 10. He's coming.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 99 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. But that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
390.
Mike 54. Let's go.
Kill. White. White, 89.
On second down, it's Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Check. 49. Hey, go orange. 0.
Rivers now to throw on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper. I got it. Rush in.
This is Hines. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Check 61, matchbox lights.
From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Right there, 54.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it.
I'm coming. Switch. Slam.
Room.
Slam.
Cluster.
Check 20.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. 66, pull it, half.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton in the final seconds of the 1st half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 1st half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
check 3. Check 4, check 4. Chest.
Check. Crunch.
Kill.
Hey.
Kill.
And that'll set them back 5.
All day, baby, all day.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Switch.
Check 50. Check 50.
Check the backer.
Check. Shift.
Say. Zero. Lucky. Q.
Motion.
A give running right is Mack. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 39-yard
Ready.
line.
80. Hey, Rocket.
Okay, double up.
Go.
Mike 5-4.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
53's mine. Check 53's mine. Hey, here I come.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
General West.
Hey, turn it out.
Hey, easy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got Burton here. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
1st down, Rivers, and that'll be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check 31.
Here's Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man. You can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
3 bud.
It's right.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike's by 4.
It's a party now.
Here's Hines. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
John Evans on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 54. So we got man. Check.
From the 39, Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A very solid gain of 27.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Brissett sets to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 5-yard touchdown run, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
22-jet bombers, 22-jet bombers. Hey, wahoo! Snap.
From the 41, Tannehill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Orange 5-4.
Check safety, check safety. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Q.
You got tape.
Hey, go orange.
Check.
Orange.
Slam.
Load it. White, 89.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch the eye. Hey, alert 3. Big ass.
Hey, Rocket.
Joker.
Tight dog.
Watch safety green.
Left to right.
Safety hut.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Leo.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Watch the whip.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check. Fresno. Pick the edge. Come. Sit. Left. Check 52.
Check 3.
Hey, I'm going to go load it.
Here's Matt. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Check. Watch 54.
Left, right.
Just like that.
Jim.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
I got him.
Now Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check. Showing it.
Hey, 79.
Mike's by 4.
Push him back.
Hey. White.
54.
Buzz.
Switch up. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Rivers to throw. And he's got his man Hilton. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first down, it's Mack. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 12-yard line.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Check 55 to Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Get him on, West.
So that'll back him up 5. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Indianapolis, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were